It is all go. Thank you. Such an art form.
We're doing a deep dive into the best food of Northcote town centre, a hidden gem of Tamaki Makaurau, Auckland's food scene. Today we're going behind the scenes of a bustling Malaysian kitchen which churns out favourites like nasi goreng and mee goreng. We discover a restaurant specialising in fresh hand-pulled noodles from Lanzhou, China, before capping off the day with a steaming bowl of belly-warming pho. We're hunting down Auckland's best eats. Hit subscribe and get ready for some mouth-watering food.
I'm Thomas.
And I'm Sheena, and we're chasing a plate.
We hope you're hungry. Let's eat.
The excitement of discovering new restaurants never gets old, and in this new 3-part video series we're going to share with you our latest discovery, Northcote Town Centre. This is such a hub of great food. It feels a little bit secret, it's quite hidden. The food here is knock your socks off. Let's get into it.
This area has such a neat feeling. So we're on the north shore in Tamaki Makaurau, Auckland. We're surrounded by suburbs here, so it's houses all around, but right in the middle of it is this little hub. Car park in the middle, and then absolutely surrounded by shops, most of which are restaurants, covering heaps of cuisines. This is a very exciting place to eat and explore with some great food. Today we're starting with Malaysian, so we're heading up just around the corner there for a Malaysian feast.
Songket Malaysian Cafe specialises in all of the Malaysian classics. We're heading straight into the kitchen to see what they're cooking up. We love being able to take you behind the scenes into the kitchens of the restaurants that we showcase. The dining room was absolutely packed with customers. The team are just going for it. There are noodles being fried in the wok, there's chicken being deep fried, you can see rice being scooped up. It is all go. I can't tell you how good the smells are in this kitchen. So the smell of coconut, the smell of chicken deep frying, this chili getting into my eyes and down the back of my throat from the sambal that's being cooked up in that hot wok. It's so exciting in here. I've got a menu in hand. I think we've got to get into the restaurant and put in an order and get eating. Terima kasih everyone. Thank you so much. So excited to eat. Well, it just keeps coming. We have got so much laying on the table. Look at this concoction. It's a sirap bandung, a rose syrup drink. We've got chicken satay. There is, thanks so much Faiz. We've got some nasi goreng kampung, which is village fried rice. We've got mee goreng mamak, a noodle dish, egg noodle dish, and char teow, a rice noodle dish. This looks insane.
What a spread we have on the table. The menu's just made up of hit after hit of Malaysian classics. So we have a spread of those classics. And here's one here that I get a lot when we're traveling in Malaysia, this rose flavored milk drink, ice bandung. Wow, there's syrup in there, so it's a massive hit of sweetness. That rosy floral flavor, a very interesting drink, that one. And a Malaysian classic, satay. Dip it in the sauce. This is chicken satay. Oh, yum. Strong peanut flavor in the satay sauce. It obviously has a peanut base to it. Little tiny bit of chili in there. The chicken's cooked perfectly. It's so juicy. Wow.
I'm going to dive into this mee goreng or fried noodles dish. So egg noodles, there's prawns, there's chicken. Whoa. Those noodles have a great texture. They still have a bit of bounce and chew in them. This is a mee goreng mamak, so it differs from a normal mee goreng because it's got these huge chunky bits of prawn fritters. and then the sauce has peanuts in it, so it's almost a nutty flavoured sauce, a little bit sweet, a little bit spicy.
Look at this nasi goreng kampung, so fried rice, kampung style, kampung being village style, covered, absolutely piled high with these dried anchovies. So ikan bilis, love these things, super crunchy, add that salty hit. Yum, that is good. It's like no other style of fried rice, I don't think, this kampung style. There's chili in there, cut up little vegetables, egg mixed through it. It's very punchy for a fried rice, and that just lives right up to your expectations. When this is a dish you love from traveling to Malaysia, you have it here and it takes you right back. What a restaurant to start our filming with for this Northcote Town Centre series. So this is one of many restaurants we're going to film. There's 2 more to come just in this video alone, and then 2 more videos beyond this one. But wow, what a start. Great place to eat. We're off now to our next spot for eating. We're going to Yong's hand-pulled noodles, which, well, the name says it all. We're having noodles at this place. What I really like here though is how compact it all is. So the Malaysian that we've just come from is only about 100 meters away. Everything is super compact. So you can stand in the central part here and just look all around. And you can sort of see all of the restaurants, predominantly Asian. In this series, we're gonna have Chinese, Malaysian, Korean, and more. And I love that it's all lined up right here in this little environment. But time for some Chinese noodles now. So let's head straight into Yong's hand-pulled noodles.
Ni hao. How are you, Mandy? Ni hao, 老板. Ni hao ma?
我还好。
Good, good. We're straight into the kitchen at Yong's hand-pulled noodles. This is the boss man, Mr. Fong. He is going to kindly let us watch him in the art of making noodles. So wheat flour noodles. So you can see that dough being worked, so it's being pulled apart, slapped down onto that stainless steel counter, worked, stretched, pulled, slapped down. Wow. The dough has been cut into portions, and a little bit of flour has been sprinkled onto the surface, and now the dough is just being rolled out, stretched, rolled out into multiple strands. Wow. We ordered some flat noodles, and these are the ones that were just made. They've just been dunked into a pot of boiling water, and they're not in here for long. It's only about 30 seconds, really quick cook. Wow.
How's this access to the kitchen to be able to show you what's going on here? And this is nothing from a packet. This is hard graft. Lao Bang has been working that dough for a long time to get it to the right point where he's happy to start making those noodles with the dough. Being in the kitchen, it's a very special place to be, to get to show you exactly what goes into these incredible bowls of food.
The boss and chef of Yong's hand-pulled noodles is from a city in China called Lanzhou, and it is famous for its hand-pulled noodles. So we had to just go full-on noodles. We've ordered flat noodles. It's covered in a hot and spicy chicken mixture with potatoes. I can see tomatoes, some spring onion. We went for braised beef soup noodles, so those are the thinner noodles that the chef was pulling, and then we've gone for this dish, which is a must order. We've eaten this before. It's a dry noodle dish covered in a soybean paste mixture. There's some cucumber and greens, carrot, bean sprouts on there as well. I've gone straight for the hot and spicy chicken noodles. Wow. Those noodles are sensational. They have a great texture, still have bite. They were in that boiling water for a maximum of 30 seconds. It was just in and out and then run under cold water so that they stopped cooking. The sauce in that is really nice and thick, so it really coats the noodles, not overly spicy. But with a great kick. Loads of potato in there, chicken on the bone. So much flavour.
I've given the Lanzhou soybean paste noodles a huge mix-up. So this dish celebrates the noodles, I think, because toppings-wise, it's not overly packed. There's some cucumber, some carrot, some bean sprouts, and then you've got this soybean paste in there with a little bit of pork mince, and that is immensely salty, but in a very good way. But because of that, you've got to mix it all through. So you end up with a lot of noodles thinly coated in that sauce. Wow. Just such a vehicle for flavour, those noodles. The noodles themselves have perfect bite, so well cooked. Like Sheena said, they're in there so briefly in that hot water, and they just carry that soybean paste, that mince mixture, which has a punchy, umami, salty hit. I love this dish. It just makes you want to eat. You want to just sit there and keep going and going because that salty punch you get from it. That is a great dish with very good noodles.
I'm diving into these braised beef noodles. Let's just get a load of this soup. Oh, very aromatic, but also quite clean tasting. So carrot, bean sprouts, noodles, there's some baby bok choy in there, and then the braised beef. The beef is melt in your mouth. It is packed with flavour. I can taste soy, bit of star anise, those noodles, great texture again. That really cook just is perfect because you've got that bite, that chew, that texture. So stoked that we ordered all three types of noodles to experience. So we've got the soup noodles, then the dry noodles, and then the ones in gravy. They were all top notch.
I just love how diverse this area is. So we've had Malaysian, Chinese, and now we're going for Vietnamese, and we're gonna have a crowd favorite, pho, rice noodle soup. Bring it on.
Thank you, perfect. Thanks so much. I have ordered classic pho with rare beef. So this is a really popular dish in Vietnam, often eaten for breakfast. One of Vietnam's national dishes. This place is always busy, it's always packed out, it's been here for a really long time. I cannot wait to get into that pho. Whoa, thanks so much. Oh, my pho Thai has landed on the table. The smell of it is beautiful. A really fragrant aroma wafting up from that bowl. Pho is all about the broth. So the stock simmers slowly for a number of hours with, and it's loaded with beef bones. So let's get a taste of it. So full of flavour, but also very clean tasting. That's what I love about pho. It's really simple but very restorative. So we've got a load of rice noodles. The beef, when it hits the bowl, is raw, so it cooks in the hot broth. I've got some onion, and then I've added some bean sprouts. Oh, that is delicious. The beef, because it's just barely cooked, is very tender. The noodles have a great chew to them. It's just such a soothing, comforting dish. What a lineup it has been, from Malaysian to those freshly pulled noodles, and now finishing with Vietnamese. Remember, this is a 3-part series, so there are more delicious Northcote eats to be featured on the channel. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.